everyone, nice to meet all of you here on this decentralized TV channel. With you today, all these interesting people and me, Sergey Sevantsyan, mastermind of this think tank community. I would like to welcome all the think tankers, all our viewers and guests of today. And of course, the conversation gonna be about NFT. It's NFT talks. I don't know, is it buzzword? Is it next future? It is something for disaster or disrupting everything around. We are living on this interesting moment of the life. Everything around is changing. Even the art, even the artists find themselves in their industry and in their other level. I think we can start this conversation, but for the beginning, I would like to introduce our guests. Let's start, Jodie, from you. Just a couple of words about you. You are the founder of Meta Story. This world Meta become this year is very how I say not sensitive, is very well known and share all the economics around. Even we are just starting to live in a new world, maybe meta world right now we are going into. You are making a new art initiative in Dubai in an intersection of contemporary art and cryptocurrency. I would like on the beginning give word to you and also introduce our next guest. Jodie, your turn.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Yes, I'm the founder of Meta Story. We're based here in Dubai and we're at the intersection of contemporary art and cryptocurrency. And we just launched our first exhibition in downtown Dubai in Foundry Gallery. We've worked with 15 artists to create the exhibition, and we've taken everyday items, which we've then linked to NFTs.
That's good. That's good. Kirill, Mishanin, now I'd like to give word to you. Just give me a couple of words introduction about yourself. I know that on your back, you are the founder of the ID Capital. Also, you are the founder of Infodriver. You are driving us maybe within information. Give us that opportunity. You are a great speaker on hundreds, maybe millions. No, still now it's hundreds, maybe thousands of the conferences around the planet. Kirill, what are you doing? How NFT market relies on you? How it's changed your life? All think about that. Yes, Kirill, your turn.
Thank you, Sergey, for good introduction. Actually, I am the co-founder of ID Capital or Infodriver Capital. So our core investments are in DeFi, Metaverse, and GameFi projects. We recently launched our own NFT platform on Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot. And plus, we try to build our own NFT marketplace with charity and loyalty programs. Plus, we plan to invest in different startups on seed rounds in the field. This is our journey.
That's great. That's great. And my friend also here, Sheikh Mohammed Noman. I see on your back all the Sheikh, all the rulers of the Dubai, also the flag of the United Kingdom from where Jodie is, and you are in a white, I'm sorry, white and black here with us, you know, Sheikh Noman, sorry, I see your first name, you know, Noman. This is very interesting moment because you are business developer, you are ex-banker, and now how it's happened that you are engaged in NFT industry as well.
Well, thank you so much, Sergey, for the introduction and giving an opportunity to talk on this platform. Well, I've been a private bank almost 17 years and into Dubai almost 13 years, and now connected with almost 21 countries with the diplomats in Abu Dhabi. And the moment, it's been almost 1 year or year and a half, I'm into the blockchain, NFT, and crypto world. I'm learning and learning a lot of things from this, but what clicked me was NFT, which is legal right now. And it clicked me and gave an opportunity to present to the people that I know in a diplomatic relationship and give them an idea that how the countries, developing countries who are poor and left behind from the developed countries, how they can generate the double revenue from the NFT platforms. So these what made me convinced to get into these NFT projects. And I'm doing 2 big projects with government of Ghana and government of Pakistan right now to do their own exchange, an NFT exchange, just to control and to avoid the questioning from the IMF and digitalizing everything they have in the physical assets and backed by IP, intellectual property. So these are the things I'm working on. That NFT is a digital asset of everybody has, but nobody can protect it. Now I'm associated with one of my partners, Dr. Sanjar Momos. So we are IP expert. So every digital assets will be backed by the physical certificate. The things will be moving on, and everything is moving on, especially in UAE. We are working hard on these kind of things. And this is what made me convince the government officials that it is IP protected NFT projects. So they're quite interested in inviting us next week, perhaps to the Pakistan, and perhaps second week of February, I'll be in Ghana. So let's see how it's working so far.
Noman, I know that after maybe 5 or 6 minutes you have to go. That's why I would like to start conversation with you. How it looks like in reality, because what we see, what's under the NFT, for many people, for many of us, is just a picture on a MetaMask. Yes, of course, it's stored somewhere on a Web 3.0. It's encrypted, it's very safe, but what's the meaning of it? I don't know how it's related to the real world, because what we see on the moment when this digital technologies comes up, we are taking care about domains, we're taking care about our accounts, or about our websites, or everything like that. Is going to be the same way to protect ourselves, or to protect the intellectual property as is in a virtual place, or it's done in another manner, not understandable for us yet. Let us just a little bit explain.
It's quite simple and straight. It's just something people are not aware of it. People know worldwide what is NFT, what is blockchain, what is crypto. Most of the people in East and Asian countries, they are not much aware of in Central Asian countries and Eastern Europe, that what is IP. IP is actually it's a tool to protect your digital assets worldwide. Anything you have in a metaverse wallet, you have a digital asset, any painting, any Buddha, whatever you have in your NFT platform wallet, how you can protect it easily. You just registered with the IP, intellectual property, which is German, US, wherever the law you want to apply on. I recommend the German laws because they are more stronger and recognized more than 180 countries. So it works in that way. And it helps every NFT founders, traders, and owners. They must go on with the NFT things, because the moment they get a physical certificate of their NFT, it increases the values. This is what we have proposed to the government of Ghana about their gold. Like, the people were left behind with the poverty in Pakistan as well, and a couple of more countries we are trying to engage with there diplomatically. The people who were left behind with the poverty, the money from the East is going to the West, and nobody is taking care about the people behind. So these were the formula that are, okay, we cannot take the money back from the West. So whatever we have, just double up your income, whatever you have right now. Like in Africa, they are rich, full of natural resources. The people are coming, ripping off their money and left them behind, with the small chunks out of it. So the idea we have given to the government, they loved it. Hopefully,
Yes, looks like Noman is disconnected. Yeah, unfortunately. Jodie, let's take conversation to your side. Just last month, you organized very interesting, it lasts for 3 days, event for the art workers, for the artists, I would say, for the designers, and all of them been the exhibition going to happen in the center of the Dubai in the Foundry, just in front of the Burj Khalifa, on the way of the Boulevard. Yes, somewhere there. It's just nearby, but I don't remember the word. It's like MR Boulevard. Yes, MI Boulevard. Tell me one thing. What's the value for their creators? Did they get something for that exhibition? And what's your thoughts? What's the next step to do something interesting for art workers?
Sure. So the exhibition is still ongoing. It ends at the end of February, which is great. So anyone can go down to Foundry and check out what we've done there. For the artists, we offer them a free space to come in and exhibit, so they can get their artworks out to an audience. And then obviously we bring the community down to show them what the artworks they've created. I think it was, as Noman said, by adding an NFT to a physical asset, you've then got the value of 2 assets. So it's increasing the value of an artwork that they have created. We had art critiques come down, which again can increase the value of the artwork. The artists we chose were in the contemporary art sphere, and some had exhibited in had institutional presences, like in the Louvre. And by having the art critiqued and by having the audience really admire and see the work, and also collectors come and collect the work, this is potentially increasing the artist's work's value. Not only the work that they're creating now, but only it's benchmarking their work for the future. So we did have art collectors fly in from New York. We had Art Dubai come down. We've had interviews. We've had art critiques were being written about. And potentially we're going to go on a tour with business art, which is super exciting. So I would also say for anyone getting into the NFT space, it's a great time to really, we're still at the early stage, you know, so we're having a lot of interest from artists. For us, I would say we really want to look at how, for example, this exhibition we've just done, we curated this exhibition. We chose the specific artists that fitted into the theme of what we chose, which was business art. And we looked at a form of labor. We want to say blood, sweat and tears. Every artist, you know, would put blood, sweat and tears into their work. Every entrepreneur would put blood, sweat and tears into their business and into an NFT that you want to create. So we took this term, and throughout the exhibition, sometimes you can see immediately or figuratively blood, sweat and tears within the exhibition. So because we curated this theme, we specifically chose artists that were emerging and we thought could increase in value. So there was a lot of artists that obviously wanted to exhibit with us, but didn't make this exhibition. So we really want to look for a way that we can help artists and work with artists. Maybe if they didn't fit into our exhibition, but we could help them in other aspects, you know, because there's so many people now approaching us, wanting to come into the NFT space. Maybe they haven't made sales yet. Maybe they're just at the beginning of their career and they don't know what to do and they want information. So we really want to try and offer a service to these people to help them. So this is one product that we'll be working on right now.
Sergey, so this is what I'm trying to engage the world to come to the digitalized, because these are real asset, and legislation has already been done a couple of years before, and now it's time to act. So now we have a tool of IP related to the NFT. So anybody who is going to get into the NFT world in a big ocean, they can make more than it's about a $7 trillion business. Anybody want to jump in, they must jump in with a society, with a community, whatever they are carrying with them, to make healthy and rich to everybody. This is what my message to the people in the community who are your followers, Kirill followers and Jodie's followers. The people must take their community along with them so that we can get fight with this poverty worldwide and the corruption, because digital assets, you cannot do corruption with these. These are the best part of this. So this is what I have to say right now, and hopefully we'll join you next week with some other topics, with some other news, something amazing, and we'll get in touch. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Noman. Kirill, I feel that you already get prepared, even you taking the tool for going to the metaverse right now. Yes, maybe with us, we don't prepare as you, but we know that this is the next step of our presence. But till now, we are going to exhibitions, we are going to events, but now our presence somewhere could be happen from the place where you goes to the internet, and that internet as a phenomenon gives us that opportunity. I think you have to talk, you are going to talk about that. Kirill, the board goes to you.
Yeah, thank you guys. So as early adopter of blockchain and cryptocurrency, I try to test all new technology, even metaverse, even VR, 3D graphics, etc., etc. So I will split those NFT market with valuable solutions and unavailable solutions. Valuable solutions are those solutions which brings value to society. For example, for gaming industry, the core available solution that each item which you achieve, it could be a weapon, it could be a supercar, it could be any game item, it belongs to you. Just imagine, before I was a gamer, I spent like 1-2 years in playing different games. I succeeded in some levels of racing, shooter, or whatever. But once I finish the game, I just uninstall those games and that's it. But in future, you could sell your items. For example, you invest a lot of time in gaming and you have super powerful weapon. You could sell it via NFT to another guy, and this is extra market. This is first for gaming industry. For finance industry, it gives an opportunity to make profit not only from buying and selling pictures as a NFT, art, whatever, but also making mathematical value for ownership of those NFT cards. Just imagine, you connect your NFT card to some DeFi tools, staking, decentralized exchanges, whatever, and automatically profit goes to NFT token holder. This is the second value. And third value, it's of course charity or any charity related project. For example, you sell NFT and automatically some percentage goes to kids charity, animal charity, or whatever other possibilities. So, and all those unavailable NFTs is the market which just about money. So you pump your project with some pictures, everybody buying, they enter the private club, that's it. Most guys, they buy the NFT and they never sold them out. This is the reality.
You know, guys, I would like to share with you the screen, and just I'm Googling, and I would like to read for you what Google says about the NFTs. This is the quote: NFTs create new ownership opportunities and remix old ones. NFTs, or non-fungible token, is a buzzword term that many of us heard for the first time in 2021. Some observers see a future in which NFTs offer access to special sales or limited edition products like arts. But on the another part, is NFT as good an investment? NFTs with utility like real estate contracts will ultimately hold greater value in the future. An NFT can be a legitimate investment of investors understand what the NFT is being used for. Making sure that you have something that has utility is a better bet for the long-term life or what NFT it is. Guys, I know that this market, I'm just addressing my question to the Jodie, that this addressing market for the artists, for the creators, so many women engaged in, because the beauty comes from them, we see it all time long. Yes, that is for us interesting things is one thing. And what's about utility? What's about making it? Because in a real life, once you see something, for example, the table or the home in a beauty space, you're using it. You are just taking, wow, this is interesting for me. This is pleasure to be there. What about NFT? How it's mixed ownership, beauty, and all this artwork? How you feel, Jodie?
Yeah, sure. So for business art, we saw again the utility to be in the object as a piece of art. It was a traditional piece of art, so we're seeing the value in that asset, which is it could be a blue chip piece of art, which you're then turning into an NFT and marrying those two assets together. So then you've got the digital and the physical together. With this in mind, I think this is emerging the old contemporary artists or contemporary art with the new NFT art. And that kind of, there's still a gap there between the physical and the digital, and the physical audience and the digital audience. We were hoping that we could bring that gap by doing this exhibition, which we did. We were hoping we could bring that gap further together. However, we found that our collectors were old traditional art collectors. And initially we anticipated to have, we had a lot of NFT enthusiasts to come through into our exhibition, but we believed the exhibition we created was a little bit more old school for them. And I think new NFT collectors, as you're saying, are looking for more utility behind the NFT. And they weren't too bothered about the physical asset in essence. So with that in mind, for our next project, we would like to maybe do a solely digital project, which we would back with utility, and we would decide what that would be. That could be entrance to our events. We have a charity element to our business, which is we were building a NFT, a neuro-linguistic programming, which is NLP, platform for people to access, whether you're artists or entrepreneurs. You can speak with NLP therapists. So this will be a mental well-being initiative that you will be able to have access to. So this could be a piece of utility which we could add. We know, like you said, there's so much utility you can have, whether that's real estate, whether that's gaming. We would love to see, for example, our physical assets, just going back to the gallery we've created, we'd love to see some of our physical assets turn into NFTs and then go into the metaverse space or go into the gaming space to give them another use case. And to see them in the metaverse would be really amazing. But this is something that we're working towards in the future, and this would be something in our roadmap, and it's something to 100% think about. And it's just looking at the different audiences and really thinking what your audience wants. Right now, I would say our audience is, again, it's more contemporary art collectors, and the people that are purchasing and interested in purchasing our pieces, and the people that are writing are from the art sphere, which adds additional credibility to our exhibition. But then also, because we are working with NFTs, we need to also give the NFT collectors something that they find valuable. And I believe that would come in adding additional utility. So yeah.
Absolutely. Let me share with you and our viewers another part of another vision of NFT. No, guys, even the Vice media talks that NFT ecosystem now becomes a complete disaster. Top marketplaces facilitate epic amounts of theft and wash trading. Scams are rampant and the cringe is unbearable. And the question is, can it last and how far? Because only for the past year, as NFTs have been very spectacular and speculative highs, we've seen growing amount of skepticism. The most recent wave was touched off by a 138-minute video essay by Canadian media critics, Dan Olson, that condemned NFTs and other blockchain-based technologies as fundamentally broken and unworkable. Regardless of your perspective on the video, it's hard to deny that there is a lot of bullshit percolating around NFTs. Even hardcore Bitcoiners agree that. And despite what the loudest NFT boosters insist, the bearing have continued and morale was not improved. Kirill, what do you think about that? You are the person who are driving the capital, who are making money as a fund for your investors. I think, do you engage them in this NFT spectacular or disaster or ununderstandable market ongoing, or you're taking a little bit, get rid of them and making the money on an understandable? For example, decentralized finance is something else, or trading tokens. Just explain us.
As a fund, so we try to engage with low risk strategies and valuable projects. As I mentioned at the beginning, there are like valuable projects NFT and unavailable. For those article about fraud, anti-money laundering, it's pretty simple. The people just buy a picture for $1 million and you just show your wallet, okay, I sold my picture for $1 million. So it's not money laundering for technology, but it's money laundering for finance and all that stuff. That's why we, as a fund, we are interested only those projects which brings value. It could be gaming, the proof of your item, and you could sell it inside the platform or outside the platform. Then finance tool, then you understand that money comes exactly from staking algorithm. And for some charity programs where you purchase not a huge amount of NFTs and you doesn't know the owner of those collection. You understand that, for example, child protection organization #1 issued amount of NFT, you know the price, you know that 10% goes automatically to exact charity. You track the number, those number connected to charity organization, and this is quite transparency. This is those kind of technology where we as a fund invest in and we believe in it.
Thank you. I would like to address you another question. Now I am working of the tokenization of the taking into the ownership of the real estate. Now working with one of the developer here in Dubai. And you know, I think all of you know that in Dubai, at least all the developers ready to sell their own properties, apartments, something like that, to the crypto. It's now understandable money even for them. And that is the beauty. Huge money circulates them, people transferring, all that stuff. But now the ownership as NFT, it brings us as humanity another value, and it's understandable. Think in a digital space. In a real space, we are taking that ownership on a papers, like in title deed or in agreement. Here in the digital space, that ownership could be shifted into the NFTs. What do you think? Is that good idea? Is it something really utility, or it's next buzzword, how it quoted from the Google?
So the answer is pretty simple. Once the government integrate the NFT ownership as a tool of approval of your real estate or whatever property ownership, it could make sense. Right now, any security tokens, because NFT is a security tokens if it belongs to any type of ownership, should be in parallel have an option to have a still paper document or digital document which proves that you own those stuff. Otherwise, you buy NFT, it seems like you own something, but in parallel, the same time, those guys who sell those NFT sell his property, and you could not stop him because this is just a picture.
Okay, Jodie, what do you think about that, and how the art workers, because all of them get presented in the foundry, how they improve that they are ready to take their artworks once you have NFT backed by it?
So yeah, just going to following what Kirill said as well, we really wanted to try and marry those two assets together because I do think this could be the way forward, but right now, yeah, it is quite difficult to on the secondary market keep the two assets together. An artist could sell their work, unsell the physical and then unsell the NFT. Like you said, and but I think people know that this is the way forward, and people looking at, for example, in artworks, I know you can put chips into the physical to link like a chip with or a QR code with the physical, which then could be linked to the digital. And for example, if someone destroyed this chip, then it's a damaged piece. So then you would know if this artwork has been damaged. Something has happened and it's then there's an issue with the art piece. I know people are working on these sorts of technologies, and I believe more and more solutions will be appearing in the future.
Good vision, yes. By the way, I would like to say that if something created in digital as a source, it's the good way to represent it in NFT, because it's understandable. It looks like created on the same meta or at the same area. For the gamers, it's also, if you have something, if you have some created, some maybe increasing your lives and have a good tools or something like that, it's very easy to take into the NFT. Kirill, I would like to take your attention here. What's the next step? Because now this technology, this cutting-edge technology, blockchain industry follows it, is going for the trends. Now, ongoing trend on this year in 2022 is meta. Looks like everyone now creates their own spaces, metaverses, meta worlds, the way how people can interact with each other. What do you feel? This is the meta maybe has their not only pros and also cons, and how it will be looks like, how you treat it.
So if we are talking about metaverse, so as I show, like VR glasses, whatever, it's still like entry-level technology. It's not like mass adoption or whatever. Even in Dubai, I purchased those Oculus only online. It doesn't sell in any stores. Even in Dubai Mall, it not exist. So, but the cool stuff that the price is not expensive. You could afford it. The technology brings a next level of communication. Once those VR infrastructure will be reasonable price, more realistic, and less dramatical for your eyes, because I couldn't spend even 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes inside Oculus, because my eyes become melting and I have tears and all that stuff, and it's not good for your vision. So each technology, a new technology, it's just extra level. With blockchain, we add level of proven records and ownership. If mankind itself will trust everybody, so I trust you, you trust me, blockchain never exists. So the next level of technology will just add extra layers. For example, just imagine with those even current technology, we could create blockchain forum or NFT artist forum. What you need to do, you need to build application on Oculus app store, which gives you opportunity to upload your art via NFT and check it in some booth inside those space. Once those company implemented it and uploaded as an application, it will be next step. And more people who will build in those solutions, we will have at cutting edge technology. For finance, it's just some step-by-step replacement from paper finance, digital finance to digital blockchain finance. There is no any new technology. There was loans before, there was passive income before, so it's just extra security level. You could trust it, and you could invest in those. This is the reality.
You know, guys, what I feel, this finances every business, and if you add in yes, decentralized finances, NFT finances, all that stuff, people try to get into and much more involved. But unfortunately, on one part, so many people just mass adopt it, but that masses brings also the fraudulent, the scammers, the people want to make money out of it, want to cheat each other. I know where is the good point to find the right way, to find the gold medium where everyone will be in good construction. Maybe that final word, the sum of today's conference. Jodie, let's start with you.
Sure. Yeah, I think we've probably got like another year maybe of craziness, you know, and I feel like with everything, we'll need like a correction, and yeah, I feel like we'll find a level playing ground where, like you're saying, things will calm down a little bit. It's a very strange time that's going on right now, you know. We've got mutant ninja apes selling for millions. We've got pixels selling. We've got all sorts of people's serum selling, you know, for millions of dollars. And it's a very strange time right now. And there's a lot of players in the field, and I feel like everyone needs to find the space. And this will happen, but it'll just take some time, you know. And this is exactly why we wanted to create our exhibition, to show that we're in a strange time right now. And business art in my exhibition is, we used a term from Andy Warhol, which says, business art is the step that comes after art. Now, this quote means that there's an art within sales. Now, this is totally relevant, of course, to NFTs, because NFTs wouldn't really exist or wouldn't have a market if they hadn't built the community, which is, again, going back to the sales, they have an art for sales. So we created this business art exhibition to show people that we're in such a strange time right now where people are selling crazy things and they're not buying them because, like you said, they're so beautiful. They're buying them because they've been backed by a community. And we really wanted to test that with the exhibition we created, where we chose physical items. For example, we have on for sale the most expensive sweat sold in the world. Now, this might sound crazy, but the artist we've chosen to create this piece, she's a great emerging artist from Lisbon, and she's exhibited and she's got a great project called The Mine. She's already building a presence for herself. She's already built a name for herself, and this is a piece of art that then she's created. So we really wanted to show people that business art is it's a new wave that's occurring, you know, with NFTs. And it's very interesting space, but I think we'll find a level playing ground maybe in around, I'd say it'll take a year.
Thank you so much, Jodie.
Thank
Kirill,
you.
yes, what's your thoughts and sum up today's conversation?
Yes, once you talk about scams, still the best and biggest scams happen with physical money, with paper money. You just fly with your plane full of money and do any stuff you want to do. So for any cryptocurrency NFT project, there is an easy way to find the ownership of those scammers. Just imagine the article was that one theft family with Liechtenstein and his TikTok girlfriend, they steal 4.5 billion in bitcoins, and they were arrested because even they try to cut and try to close those transactions with different accounts, fake passports or whatever. Still, once you put anything in blockchain, you never could delete it from it. This is the new value. Once we understand it and once we adopt blockchain technology in most sociable, in most finance application, the fraud will be less, because those guys who create those scams, they understand that it's really easy to find them after.
Thank you so much, Kirill. Guys, this unstoppable digitalization is happening with us. The cutting edge technologies will help us to live easier, longer life, and be advanced in our imagination in what are doing. Treat it as a phenomenon. Treat it as the enhancement of your life, not treat it as headache or something complicated thing for you. Thanks for your times, Jodie and Kirill. Thanks for your attention. Our audience, see you next week. Bye-bye for now. We are changing this world together.